Okay, I think we are live. I mean, granted, there's the tech of this is always of dubious functionality. This is a test message. Boom. Oh, and it's showing up. Sweet. All right. So I have no idea how to actually do the links. Still seeing these? Question mark. Yep. All right. Alright, I think we're live. Oh, my stream health is orange. That's so bad. Why is it so bad? What are you gonna do? Um, yeah, I guess stuff is happening, maybe? Alright. What are you gonna do? Oh, this is weird. Alright. I'm gonna tweet. Alright, I swear I'm gonna actually do stuff in a second. I'm just texting someone who said that they wanted to mock me for doing this. So I feel like it's only fair that they have easy access to do exactly that. So I'm a man of my word, so I'm going to follow through and do that. All right. I have no idea how you would find this on YouTube. And if you did find this and you wanted to share with me how you did that, yeah, that would be cool. All right, so right now, it's I was working on, I guess, Hannah Ship's Navigator. Was I in the middle of that? I don't remember what I was doing. I guess I'm pretty close to having that done. So let's go ahead and do that. These are all extras from, what do you call it? The Ural, the Miststalker. And back before I had good fixing, I was using Mir. Also, Mir are awesome. One of my favorite creature types. Granted, I think Thalid/Fungus definitely my fave, but I got a soft spot in my heart for those. And yeah, some good stuff in here. Extra Armadillo Cloak. Farseek. What a card! Put it into the battlefield tapped. Shuffle your library. That seems good. The Ring Cycle. That was good times from M13. Banishing Stroke. Alright, why am I even looking at these? Why? Why indeed, you might ask. Alright. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Let's get to work. Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls. Soul Ring. Spring Leaf Drum. Wayfarer's Rumble. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so the goal of this deck isn't really well defined. It's mostly just designed to make everyone else's lives miserable. So that's what we're going to do. Hannah Ship's Navigator is going to be the commander. Boom. Return target artifact or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. So, and then it's just going to be like a prison deck so that no one has fun. So, what's not to love about that? Planeswalkers and stuff. And the non-fringes. Weird. Alright, where to begin? So, I think probably anything that is Azorius and or a board white is on the short list here. So, let's start with that. Even Mimiomancer. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a feather counter on target creature. If you do, that creature is 3/1 and has flying as long as it has a feather counter on it. That's a maybe. Doesn't really help with the, like, nobody's allowed to do anything plan. Nahiri, I like to have at least some Planeswalker cards. And she's kind of equipment focused. Put a 1/1 white core soldier creature token into the battlefield. You may attach an equipment you control to it. You may put an equipment card from your hand onto the battlefield. Put a colorless equipment. Name Stored Forged Blade. Blah blah blah. All right, she's in. She's in. The swords. Let's just put the whole sword cycle in here. Why not? All right, so that'll go in an equipment pile or a creature pile, maybe. You're probably almost certainly in. Stoneforge Mystic is for sure's in. The swords are probably in. I mean, I traded for them. I might as well use them. Dovescape. See, this is like, what am I doing? Because her enchantment artifact mix doesn't really mesh. Whoa, somebody's here. That's never happened before. Hello, person watching. Hey, you're awesome. Keep it up. Having an existential crisis right here, because really the commander, Hannah, doesn't actually prevent, like the colors, Azorius colors prevent fun. So they're good for that, but she herself doesn't actually do a whole lot to do that unless I populate it with, I guess, enchantments that prevent it. So yeah, Dovescape kind of fits into that. So alright, whenever a player plays a non-creature spell, counter it, that player gets a bunch of white and blue bird creatures with flying, or yeah. Alright, so Dovescape, you're an enchantment, you're almost certainly in. Great. Dissipation Field, this fits. Whenever a creature deals damage to you, return it to its owner's hand. I've actually had bad experiences with this, where people have really good ETB effects, enters the battlefield, and so they just keep attacking me so that it'll bounce, and I don't like that, because it kind of defeats the purpose. So pretty, so pretty. Alright, Dissipation Field. You're a... Dovescape is a strong in, because it just completely ruins the game. Dissipation Field's a medium in. Sphinx of Uthun, whenever top 5 cards, it's like no, not Fact or Fiction. Is it? I always get all those, there's so many variations on blue, put stuff into 2 piles, but that's basically what he's doing. Or she, whatever, Sphinxes do what they want. That's a maybe, so you're in the maybe creature pile. Lodestone Golem, non-artifact spells, cost 1 more to cast. You're a strong contender. That kind of just makes everyone's life miserable. So I like that. Dismiss into Dream. Like the casting cost might as well be infinity on this. Each creature your opponents control is an illusion in addition to its other types, and has, when this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. This seems pesky, but then it seems like not actually that useful, because like, what's going to target it that's not going to kill it anyway, you know? It's sort of why illusions are so good in general. Like, it's not that hard of a cost to pay. But I'm thinking that this is good against, like, hexproof stuff, maybe. Like, or people who are playing, like, enchantment-heavy things. So you're in the maybe pile. Jace, the Living Guildpact. I mean, I like to have Planeswalkers, so sure. You don't do anything of interest. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your graveyard. I mean, I guess that kind of wombo combos with Hannah's Ship's Navigator, because I can return stuff from the graveyard. Not really convinced. Return another target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Yeah, he's very meh. But he's a Planeswalker, so, you know, seems likely. So right now, so I'm looking at probably like, I need like, I always undercount the lands. So I probably, depending on mana rocks, 35 to 40 lands. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish things. So, I mean, really, that's a fifth of the way there. So, you know, it adds up quick. Let's see. I don't know how to say this. Lawan Cephalid Emperor. Empress, my bad, comes into play. Return all blue creatures your opponents control to their owner's hands. Your opponents can't play blue creature spells. Yeah, I mean, somebody else at the table is going to be playing blue, and this is just making their life miserable. So that's a pretty high likelihood include. Platinum Empyrean, because, yeah, like your life total can't change, so that seems good. I mean, you can still lose the game, but, you know, whatever. Mirror Sigil Sergeant, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control a blue permanent, you may put a token into play that's a copy of this guy. Sure. Hey, what better with Sleight of Mind? Yes! Stranger on the internet who I almost definitely don't know in real life. That's right. Sleight of Mind would, yeah, be awesome with that. I think the problem is, I guess, yeah, you would cast it when it's on the stack, so that would work. I've got an original printing of it somewhere that's actually an interrupt, so that would be cool. Mirror Sigil Sergeant isn't super on theme for the deck because it's kind of, I mean, I guess it's inevitability. I like it because it's a mythic, and because, I mean, really, what other deck am I going to put this in? So I want to put it here. I'll put it here just in case, because it probably isn't an auto include. Venser, he comes in because he's Azorius. When else am I going to use him? Exile target permanent you own, return it to the battlefield. Yeah, so bounce stuff is cool. Creatures are unblockable. All right. You get an emblem, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I like you more than Jace. You're probably less than Nahiri in this deck. Supreme Verdict, auto include. That's going to go in a new pile for board wipes. Let's get that started. Precursor Golem. This has no real business being in the deck. I mean, it's just like, you know, EDH All-Star, so that puts it high on the list, but it's a maybe. I mean, it's just so janky and messed up and fun, so why not? But since it's not officially, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I wanted to have like bounce themes to this. Like this deck is all over the place. This is I'm gonna have to really cut back on what I want this thing to do, because all of those are sort of in Azorius' space, but not realistically gonna happen. All right, Armageddon, that's going in. That's definitely not a fun card, so you're in. Deadeye Navigator is just, in general, broken. I don't know that I have a lot of stuff to pair it with, but... Oh, Precursor Golem, I guess, would be good, right? No, because if a spell or... Oh, no, it's only instant or sorcery spells. Yeah, so I could just keep bouncing Precursor Golems. So that seems fun. Sphinx's Rev. Do I really want this? Probably... I don't have all the Vensers. If I did, I would totally be playing them all. I really just have the Planeswalker. I don't think there's only been 2 Planeswalkers of him. He had like a regular card, right? Which I should get a copy of and put in here. Pearl Medallion, just kind of a workhorse here. Seems like a reasonable include. Maybe, and you might need to differentiate between equipment and artifacts, but we'll see. I guess I should start like a... Is that going to be on screen? We'll put over here a... Yeah, I got all this dead space. Way to use it, my man. All right. Yeah. Swords are going up. Boom. Boom. All right, so we're going to start a Mana Rocks section here. Pearlescence is destroy all enchantments. You gain 1 life for each enchantment destroyed. That's an auto include, because that's you know, that ruins everyone else's fun. So let's keep doing that. Blightsteel Colossus. I like the idea of being able to recur this. Oh wait, it doesn't matter because it gets shuffled into its owner's library. Sure, why not? I mean, it's such an awesome, fun card. Who wouldn't want to play? Is this in pretty good condition? I think it is. I opened one of these and traded it away, and then traded a bunch of stuff to get it back. So here we are. Hushwing Griff. Creatures entering the battlefield don't cause abilities to trigger. Yeah, that seems good. Our Silence. Artifacts and enchantment spells cost target opponent an additional 2 to play. Sacrifice this, destroy artifact or enchantment. I like that. That's annoying. You're going to go in the maybe section. It is an enchantment, so I can recur it. So I guess, yeah, I could repeatedly destroy stuff with it. Yeah, all right, so that gets kicked up a notch into probably playable. And you're an enchantment, so you go here. 1 mono blue Venser. Okay, that sounds right. I forget what he does, but like he's just impossible to deal with. Like everything starts having flash and stuff like that. Does that make it? I turned the light off. Let me know if that makes it easier to see. All right, Kismet. All of target players, creatures, lands, and artifacts come into play tapped. I think there's better versions of this that I probably want to play. So this goes in the maybe portion. Also, I don't know what the Oracle text is on this, but I think it's you select a player when it comes into play, and it's not. So in like a multiplayer game like EDH, it's of less use. So you go into the middle. Land tax. I love that art. During your upkeep, if an opponent controls more land than you may search your library and move up to 3 basic land cards and put them into your hand. Reshuffle your library afterwards. Yeah, this is bananas. Like land acceleration for white. That's going in. That's good. Harsh Mercy. Each player chooses a creature type. Destroy all creatures that aren't of a type chosen this way. They can't be regenerated. I don't know how great this is because like a lot of my decks are tribal, so like the vampire deck's gonna choose vampire, and the goblin deck is gonna choose goblin. So yeah, I don't know about you. You're a maybe. Balance, yeah, this is going in. Oh wait, no, this is banned in EDH, isn't it? I still might put it in. I like it that much. Oh, that's banned, isn't it? That's stupid. It shouldn't be banned. I mean, it's miserable, but I think it's banned. Should I put it in? Oh, Kismet is for all opponents. All right. Kismet is... It gets upgraded to... It's there. Balance, I think it's banned in EDH. This is a junk format. It's terrible. Reparations. Whenever target opponent successfully casts a spell that targets you or creatures you control, you may draw a card. Yeah, balance is banned. Alright, well, not in my house, but I don't know if I'm going to play in my house. Alright, whenever a target opponent successfully casts a spell that targets you or a creature you control, you may draw a card. That's going in. That's got to be annoying, right? How could that not be annoying? That's got to be a super annoying card. Crawl space, no more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. I really agree. I think that obviously like some stuff should be banned because it's like, you know, manual manipulation or anti or something, but I can't. Yeah, I think most things probably like shouldn't be banned. This is maybe the game ends sooner than you thought. You get to play another one, right? Crawl space. No more than 2 creatures can attack you each combat. I think this needs to go in just because otherwise I'm just gonna like I need to like put up shields. Muzio, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the highest converted mana cost among artifacts you control. You may reveal an artifact card from among them. See, this is like all in on the artifact thing, which Chaos Orb. No. I think this goes in the maybe pile just because I don't. It's like, what am I trying to do? I thought it's not let anyone else have fun. It's not about playing with artifacts and equipment. It's just making their lives miserable. Really, even though it is fun to play with artifacts and equipment, I really. You see, Flicker Wisp again. Like this is like the Flash theme sub theme that I was thinking of having. I don't think I can support it. So you go in the maybe pile. I gotta really figure out what I want to do. Whenever a source an opponent controls deals damage to you, if Farsight Mask is untapped, you may draw a card. 5 is the casting cost on this sucker. Yeah, see, I feel like if I got to figure out what the vision is for the deck, and I think it's like just like a pillow fort that just denies fun to everyone else, you know, and so I think that's the primary goal of it. So let me make sure I get all the really unfun stuff in first that just shuts down everyone else's fun, and then we'll see about like if I have to choose between Artifacts Matter and Flicker, I think I got to go Artifacts Matter too. Farsight Mask. This seems fine. It's not as good as Reparations, and the casting cost is pretty high. So you're going to go in like a maybe pile for artifacts, which I'll just put over here or something. And the likely pile for artifacts is going to... We'll do it right here. There we go. Propaganda. This is some good art. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each attacking creature he or she controls that's attacking you. Perfecto. Sorry, Planeswalkers, you are screwed, but it should work for me. Mask does work with Muzio. Alright. Chancellor of the Annex. Do I have a Ghostly Prison? I gotta have a Ghostly Prison. I don't know if I have Ghostly Prison. It's another Flicker Wisp. Definitely, I'm not running 2 of you. All right, we'll come. I don't know that I have one. Fail on my end. All right. Oh, here's another Paralescence. Don't need 2 of those. All right. Dang, dude. I gotta have a Ghostly Presence. Alright. Chancellor of the Annex, what do you do? You may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, each opponent casts Scissor First Will, blah, blah, blah. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, counter it unless that player pays 1. That is annoying. That is annoying. I don't know if it rates. I feel like the casting cost is just too high. I don't really have a way to cheat it into play. So, we'll see. Yes, alright, Angelic Arbiter. Now we're talking. Each opponent who casts a spell this turn can attack with creatures. Each opponent who attacked with a creature this turn can't cast spells. This is what we need to ruin the game for everybody. This I like. So, we're gonna... That's in. That's annoying. Righteous Cause. Whenever a creature attacks you, gain 1 life. You're in the maybe pile for enchantments. At the bottom. You're not... The psychological barrier of not wanting me to gain life is higher than like the actual benefit of that. So, Spine of Issa. This is really good in the deck, I feel like, because I have a way of recursioning it if I can get it destroyed. Oh no, it recurs automatically. What was I thinking? Yeah, that's like a non-bow right there. So, yeah, I don't know. Isn't that worth it? I don't have a sack outlet for it other than, I guess, if I destroy all artifacts. So you're I guess, a maybe. It does combo with Muzio. So we'll see. Alright. So, alright. Celestial Flail, target Flail. That would be awesome. Celestial Flail, like an artifact. Target player sacrifices an attacking or blocking creature. That's a maybe. It's, I worry about like playing against commanders who have hexproof and stuff. Pacifism again. This is just sort of like a. I mean, I really should. Why is this in here and not like Swords to Plowshares or something, right? So, I know I've got Swords to Plowshares somewhere, so that should be in here. I guess the fact that I can recur it makes this slightly better, but I don't know. So you're going. I don't really have a removal pile per se, so maybe that just goes here. Right now. Jester's Cap. So this, sacrifice Jester's Cap to look through target player's library. This is an original printing that I opened, by the way, back when Ice Ages was a thing. Yeah, reshuffle that library afterwards. So Jester's Cap is definitely going in. I love the idea of just like locking the game out and destroying people's decks with Jester's Cap. So, and continually recurring it. So that's my plan. There's Cloudstone Curio, which I always need to reread because I cannot remember what it does. Whenever a non-artifact permanent comes into play under your control, you may return another permanent you control that shares a permanent type with it to its owner's hand. So if I play... Oh, I don't have a Jester's Mask. I gotta get a Jester's Mask. I forget what it does. Alright, so if I play an enchantment, I can bring an enchantment back to my hand. Is this worth running? I can never, I keep thinking like, oh, I need to get one of these, and then I'm like, oh, I have it, and I read it, and I'm like, I can't understand what this does. Oh, I can use it to like bounce creatures and get ETB effects. Alright, this is going in the maybe pile, a high maybe, just because I have a mental problem where it's hard for me to like wrap my head around it. Sphere of Safety, this is coming in. This is like a great prison piece. X for each of those creatures where X is the number of enchantments you control. Sphere of Safety is a go. Grand Arbiter Augustin. White spells you play cost 1 less. Blue spells cost 1 less. Spells your opponents play cost 1 more to play. This I'm on board with. So I like that slightly more than Chancellor of the Annex, because it's like way more annoying. Glimmerpoint Stag. When it ETBs, exile another target permanent. It's a flicker or something. Yeah, the flicker plan I don't think is going to make it in. Like I just don't really have anything that rewards it. Green and green blue. Oh, I can see that. Leonin Relic Warder enters the battlefield, exile target artifact or enchantment. When it leaves the battlefield, return it. Why is this in here? I mean, I guess it's annoying. Oh, and I could play game. This was back more when I was thinking about the flicker plan, I think. Well, I forget what Alurin does. Because it's like a really complicated, weird enchantment, right? Alright, so you're a maybe. Maybe, probably not. I really should start sorting these two by what they're trying to do. Righteous Authority. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each card in your controller's hands. At the beginning of the draw step of enchanted creature's controller, that player draws an additional card. I mean, I like the card draw, but it's really slow. So probably not. I guess you go at the bottom of the maybe pile. I mean, I like that it's Azorius. It lets me use those. Cast cheap things for free. Cool. Yeah, Conjurer's Closet. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Ooh, that should combo with anything that gives you temporary control effects. Oh, right. This is probably not the deck for this. This should go better in, like, something that has a way to take temporary control of stuff. So this is probably a no, but I don't know. If I go back on the, like, Blink plan, this is good. As is Fairy Mechanist in that. There's a battlefield. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. You reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. This is a maybe. That's a strong maybe. Like, it's helpful to have dudes like that. He does a thing. Otherworldly Journey, also in the Flicker plan. Probably not. Rule of Law. Each player can't play more than 1 spell each turn. Now we're talking. This is like bent to hell. I don't know if you can tell. That's in. That's annoying. Master Transmuter. Return an artifact you control. Yes. I have a Rhystic Study somewhere. I need to put that in here. That ended up in... That's in my Niv Mizzet deck. Remind me to... I gotta get that out. I do have one. Oh, yeah, that ruins the game, right? That's like full stop right there, isn't it? I have to have another knowledge. I only have one, and it ends up in my Goblin deck. I can pull that out. That should go. Knowledge Pool should go in here. That could really ruin the game. All right, Knowledge Pool and Rhystic Study. I gotta pull those from other decks, or just get copies of them. Like Knowledge Pool is like 26 cents. Master Transmuter. Return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. You may put an artifact from your hand into play. If I'm committed to the Blightsteel Colossus Platinum Empyrean plan, I think this comes along for the ride. It's just, there's got to be ways to abuse it. So, even though I'm not officially on the artifact plan, like I feel like this is good enough that it warrants a spot. So, whenever this attacks, remove another target creature from the game. Return that card to play in its owner's control at end of turn. I mean, it's cool that you get to flicker other stuff, so maybe you could, like, flicker other people's things. You're a maybe. Unwinding Clock. Untap all artifacts you control during each other player's untap step. This is a maybe. It depends on what other artifacts make it in. Right now, I don't know if I have enough ways to really abuse it. Grand Abolisher. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Um, that's sufficiently annoying. I feel like trading tra- trading post. This is going in because yeah, this is incredibly dirtly and doesn't really do anything. It's a wombo combo with Spine of Ish Saw, so that's great. Uh, do I have? I have some of the Talias. Goat Tribal. I really need the Cloud Goat Ranger too for that to take off. Take off! Oh, zing. Um, Diplomatic immunity. This seems incredibly horrible. Like it just protects my commander and no one can deal with it. So I think that goes in. Right? I feel like there's probably other decks that I have that would want this more, but also that Tyrese Nielsen art too. Wait, Cloud Goat Ranger? I thought it makes goats. It makes Kitkins? Oh man. Alright, Treasure Mage. I think if I'm big enough on the gonna have a couple huge things that this warrants it, so you get to hang out. Peel from Reality. Kithkin Soldiers? Oh man. Oh yeah. So Bruna. Skip ahead a second to Bruna, Light of Alabaster, since you brought it up. Flying, Vigilance. Whenever attacks or blocks, you may attach to it any number of R's on the battlefield, and you may put onto the battlefield, attached to it any number of Aura cards that could enchant it from your graveyard and or hand. So, yep, that's seems good to me. So we're gonna do that. That's a plan. Peel from Reality, love the card. Probably not gonna rate it into this. Steel Sabotage again. Oops. Library of Leng. Maybe this is probably. I should really just play the land that gives me no maximum hand size and be done with it. Silver Drake. This is like the blink plan is not going to happen, guys. So we're out. We're out on that. Coastal Tower. You're a land, so you're in. I don't have a land pile. Yep, here's my land pile. Great. Lotus Bloom. Suspend 3, sacrifice it, add 3 mana of any one color to your mana pool. There's got to be some way to. I think this warrants it. There's got to be stuff I can do with it. Cheat it into play or something. And I can definitely bring it back, but I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. I could activate its ability to, sack it to add the mana, and then use Hanaship's Navigator to bring it back to my hand. There we go. So this is, I'll put you up here. I don't know about you yet. Auriok Salvagers, return target artifact card with converted mana cost 1 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Well, that's a combo with Lotus Bloom. Not much else. So you're probably no. Witchblade Orb, destroy all curses attached to you. You have hexproof. This, honestly, this probably does rate, because if I'm trying to really be, if I'm committed to being a prison deck, this is part of it. It seems not fun. Like, there's got to be other cheaper ways to get hexproof, especially in blue-white, but, ooh, Sun Titan. Sun Titan would be good. I should definitely run. And I have a Gilded Lotus somewhere that I'm not using, so I should grab that. I think Gilded Lotus is better. You're right. All right, Witchblade Orb. This is a maybe. I kind of think that's gonna make it in, but we'll see. Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, I think that warrants it. Back when pre-release previews were bananas. Man, 25th of September 2010. That was 7 years ago. Man, that's crazy. Man, that's crazy. I need a stuffy doll. This needs a stuffy doll, for sure. Pariah would be fantastic as well. Invisible Stalker, nope. Aether Adept, nope. Love it, just not part of the deck. Void Mage Husher, actually, I think... Oh, really? I did not know that. I gotta get a regular Wurmcoil then. That would be very cool. I guess it'd have to be foil, too. Oh, that stinks. Alright, Void Mage Husher, I think, rates because, one, the art is bananas cool. And, two, yeah, no one expects it. It's super annoying. It makes everyone miserable. And whenever you, because, like, if you even, like, just flash and counter target activated ability would be like, oh, you got me. But then the fact that it keeps coming back, oh my gosh, yeah, that's in. That's pretty annoying. What is Afara's Enlightenment? Put a +1 counter on an enchanted creature. It has flying. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach this to it. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. Like, that's just not gonna happen. I think it ended up in here because it was in the colors. Winter Orb, crazy old printing of it. Annoying 10 out of 10, yes. Winter Orb, I feel like, is exactly what my deck wants to be doing, right? Like, who doesn't want the game to be completely miserable? So, that's an easy include. Boink. Gelling Sphinx. You're just gelling out. Flying Vigilance, whenever it attacks other attacking creatures you get. Yeah, this was me being like, what are all the, blue-white cards I have that I could put in. Glaring Spotlight. Creatures your opponents control with hexproof can be targets of spells and abilities you control as though they didn't have it. That seems annoying. I don't know that I have it. See, what am I really going to cast on something, though? Like Pacifism? I don't know that really... I don't know that warrants it, so that's a maybe. If it was all opponents, if it wasn't just I control, that would be great, because then everyone could target each other. That'd be fine, but Cyclonic Rift is auto-include. Like, this is just like, EDH, get out of free. That's a good question. I ought to be. I know I have copies of those. I just don't know if they made it into like this short stack of stuff I had ready to go for this deck. But yeah, that, 100% should be something that's included. Banishing Stroke, or bottom of its owner's library. That I like. This was better before they changed the tuck rule for Commander, but it's still pretty decent. So that, I think, actually does great. You're not an enchantment, though. Let's go here. Brago, King Eternal. When he deals combat damage to a player, exile any number of target non-land permanents you control. So really, if I was going to do like a Flicker deck, he would be the guy for that. So maybe that's up. What is Condemn? I should know what Condemn is. No, see, Aegis of the Gods. See, I like this better for giving myself hexproof. So maybe that just comes in. Each player can't draw more than one card each turn. Super annoying. That's in. Midoma the Aegis. Or just come into a player, take an extra turn. It just can't attack during them. That's a maybe. It's, it's not really on theme for anything. Lavinia of the 10th, protection from red, enters the battlefield. Detain each non-land permanent your opponent's control with converted mana cost 4 or less. That seems annoying, especially if I can find a way to flicker it. That's a high maybe. That's a strong maybe. Oh man, who's the guy who puts bribery tokens on stuff? I thought I had a copy of him. Dang. Daxos. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of your target player's library. You may gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost. Till end of turn, you may cast that card, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. I feel like, yeah, sure. But I might cut him if I have to, but you know. Academy Ruins seems good. That's in. Mirren Spy. Whenever you target attacking creature on bottom of their library, they gain life equal to toughness. Okay, that's pretty good. I would run that. All right. Flying. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may untap target creature. No. Isolation Cell. Whenever an opponent casts a creature, he or she spell that player loses 2 life unless he or she pays 2. Let's see. Isolation Cell. That's very meh. Because in the EDH, you're just going to have so much life that it's like, why bother? Alright, so for stuff that I really want to include, right, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So I'm right around 46, 47. So I got about 12 more things I can put in. Hey, look what was over here. Azorius Signet. That's in. This is probably not in. Yeah, but the benefit isn't there. That's the thing. I do like that it's annoying. Maybe I should put it in. Alright, yeah, it does maximize annoyingness. Alright, I got the upgrade. Azorius Signet. Spine is already in there. Where's my stack of other randos? Soul Ring. Alright, you're in. And what else is in here? Spring Mana Vault. Oh, here's the Gilded Lotus. Alright. Seems good. Everflowing Chalice is always nice. Commander Sphere. There are only 2 colors, though. I don't know if you rate. What else was it? Rhystic Study, right? That was the one that I wanted to get. Where is that? Alright, I need to get a... I think Mimic Vat's going to go in. I just love Mimic Vat. It's so interesting. I love Mimic Vat. Alright. What else do we have floating around here? Anything interesting here? Feldon. Steel Golem. I have 2 more trading posts just hanging out. Another Daxos. Where are all you guys? Guild. Chancellor of the Spires. Ludovic's Test Subject. Battlefield Thermotog. Riders. Touch of Eternal Spirit Bonds. Deicide. What are these doing here? Shock. Sea Beyond. Nash. Scroll Thief. Other rando stuff. Dak Fame. Hey, Swords to Plowshares. Sweet. Talrand is... I want to make a deck with him in it, but I don't think this is that deck. Traveler's Amulet, Wanderer's Twig, Celestial Prism, Alloy. Oh, it would be fun to do the Throne of Empires, Scepter of Empires, Crown of Empires combo in Dark Ritual, everyone's favorite. Evolving Wilds, some Guild Gates, some random Jund Panorama. Proliferate, is it? Acorn. Hey, random Inferno Titan, Proshan, All Is Dust, hanging out. Oh, man. Alright. So I found the Gilded Lotus. Swords. I mean, this is enough to start a deck. It's not really tuned. There's got to be more white cards that make it impossible to attack you and blue cards. Let me find that Rhystic Study. I know it's around here. I gotta step out of camera for a second. I'll be right back. Focus on the table. There we go. Got it. I'll be back. Here we go. Nice. Those are awesome. Awesome cards. Alright. I went and got a Tranquil Cove for the mana base while I was screwing around. Alright. What have we got? What have we got? First things first, I need to find that Rhystic Study. Put that in here. Here it is. Here's my new Mizzet and Ural box. Unreadable. Alright. I think it's somewhere in here. See if I can find it. Rhystic Study, there we go. Alright, so if I'm going to put that in, I need something else to go into my Mizzet deck to take its spot. So what would be good for that? Can't be something that's already in there. Don't think it has a lot of counter spells, so maybe just like a counterspell would be good, right? Chasm, Suffocating Blast, Trunbreaker, Chandra, Island. Oh, it does have Counterspell, Curiosity, Tandem Look It, Nivix, Guildmage, Library of Leng, Ludovic's Test Subject, Mage Ascension, not particularly great. That is great. Comet Storm is great. Downsize is pretty good. That's mediocre. Ugh, now I'm playing the, like, fix this deck game. Alright. Really, I just need something to replace Rhystic Study, and it could be anything. Do you have a Soul Ring? Yes, you have a Soul Ring. Man, I need something to put in here. Yes. Oh, missed them in the chat messages here. I signed up for MTG Arena as well. Cautiously optimistic that it doesn't suck, so fingers crossed. And them reprinting Mana Drain is bananas. I don't know what else to say about that other than, like, I hope this means that it's actually feasible for me to get a copy, because that would be super duper cool. Alright, I found an Azure Mage. I feel like that's a worthy replacement for Rhystic Study, assuming it's not already in here. So let me do a quick check of that. Really, I just need to go over this deck and think a little bit harder about what I want it to be. But probably Azure Mage is fine. This is one of the first EDH decks I ever made. Hey, Ponder. Cool. So, the original Cycling Lands, look at those. Ah, Reliquary Tower. That's the one the other one should have too. Yeah, I don't see it, so congratulations, Azure Mage. You're the new Rhystic Study. Alright, I think this is enough to get me by for right now. Let's see where we're at. Alright, I think you're out. Wait, let me check one other thing. I think there's one more card I want to put in here. Like, Dovin Bond isn't worth anything, I don't think, and I think I have one. Let's see. Snapcaster, True Name, Part the Water Bill. Yeah, Dovin Bond. Here you go. Up to one target creature gets -3/-0, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Gain 2 life, draw a card. You get an emblem with your opponents can't untap more than 2 permanents during their untap step. Alright. Yay! You got there. Anything else? Oh, I don't. How do I not have Day of Judgment and stuff in here? How did I let that slide? Or Wrath of God? All right, Fumigate needs to go in. That's like an auto. What else? Call the Gatewatch. Choose your library for a Planeswalker card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Maybe. Turn target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to your hands. Maybe a Myria Shepherd is good. Stonehaven Outfitters. I haven't even looked at a lot of these things. Yes. Yes. Overwhelming Denial? I don't know. Ooh, Crush of Tentacles is good. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hands. If Crush of Tentacles surge... but it's not an instant. Surge cost was paid. Put in 8/8 blue octopus creature token onto the battlefield. That's a maybe. Do I have a non-foily one? No, just the foily. Anything else over here? Port Town, irrigated farmland. Panharmonicon, that's fun. I don't know that I really have any ways to use it. Yeah. Bloop. What about this? Anything good here? Spirit of the Labyrinth I already have in here. Starfield of Nyx is a great way to get all my auras destroyed, I think. Yeah, so Banishing Light seems decent. So that comes in. Another creature does combat damage to you. Nope. Udric is bananas good. Silent Sentinel gets stuff back, but that casting cost, man. Divine Deflection, maybe? Ooh, Foil Pacifism, that's cool. Here's End Hostilities. Destroy all creatures and all permanents attached to creatures. So that seems good. Sure. Return all non-land permanents with converted mana cost X or less to their owner's hands. That could be good. This is probably pretty boring. So, Prison Term over Pacifism. What is Prison Term? I gotta look that up. Trained tutor can attack or block, activate his abilities. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you can move that to it. That's sweet. I don't know if I have that. Oh, I do. If it was in Plane Chase, I've got it somewhere. Alright, I gotta see if I can find that. Temporal trespass? No. Skip. 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 Anything in here? I'm not really seeing anything. Random Sarkon broken hanging out. Jack in the Box. Blacker Lotus. Oh, I do have a stuffy doll. Sweet. All right. I think we're done. I think that's enough to make a go of it. Yeah, these are just random things. I gotta get rid of this Black Leaf list before they reprint it. And a Dovin Bond emblem. Alright, so I can't believe I don't have Day of Judgment or Wrath of God. And I know I have extras of those floating around somewhere. So those will turn up presumably at some point. And in the meantime, I'm just going to start putting this together. Unless it's in this pile. Stuff is so disorganized. No, I don't think it's in here. I'll come across it. It'll turn up. Did I ever look through this? I think I did. Yeah. All right. So let's see where we're at. You're not a card. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I just saw your chat message. The last thing I saw before that was, I like prison term more than pacifism. And then I saw, I think the chat is broken here, which is unfortunate. It also shows that 0 people are watching, which is, I guess, possible that you could be chatting and not watching, but that seems unlikely. So I don't know exactly how accurate that is. I could try refreshing. That seems likely that it just stops working sometimes. Oh, I lost my cow. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 33, 34, 35, 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. I don't know, 57, 58. Mirrorweave is a bananas crazy card that I should have a copy of that I don't think I do. I mean, just like basic counter spells or wrath effects, really. I can't believe I don't have any sitting around. It's very annoying. Alright, counter spells, wrath effects. I just need like 2 more cards. That'll put me at 60. Alright. What is routes? It's like one of these things where it's like, I think I know Magic cards, and then people start saying like names of stuff, and I'm like, what is that? Oh yeah. Destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. 2 more to cast it as if it had flash. Yeah, and that Elish Norn printing is like, that is cool. Do I have a copy of that floating around? No, I don't think I do. Alright, I'm just gonna pick stuff from a pile of things that I'm not playing. No, none of you guys. Maybe an artifact. Yeah, sure. Spine of his Saw. And Oh, yeah. I like these guys. Alright, so Mirror Sigil Sergeant seems good. And we'll do the Deadeye Navigator Precursor Golem combo just to get, I guess, an infinite number of golems or something. That seems good. Alright. What is Teferi's protection? Teferi's protection. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you have protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. Oh, I did see that. That is a very strange card. I feel like that is a very strange card. It's got a lot of rules text on it. Yeah, that seems really awesome. I should try to get a copy of that. I'm going to add it to my want list on Deckbox, which is probably... Oh, they're mutants. Alright. Not what I wanted. There it is. Alright. Wait, what? That's a $23 card? How is that possible? How is that so much? I'm adding it to my wish list. I don't understand how that's so expensive. Yeah, the market price is $20. Man. That is crazy. Would not have expected that. Did not realize that. Alright. So you're the maybe pile for this. Put you over here. Balance is nope. Alright. I need to do the lands for you, but that can wait until later. What's in this pile? Nothing that interesting. That I would believe. Having now seen that. Anything good in here? What is this stack? Anything good? Talia's lieutenant. Not the Talia we were looking for. Invocation of Saint Traff. Nope. You're a bad card, and you should feel bad. Alright, whatever. Alright. So that deck is ready to go. I just need to throw some lands in and sleeve it, and that'll be good. And I'll do that later. Right now, it's 12:30. And I'm going to mess with the cube a little bit. All right. Magus of the Moat. What is Magus of the Moat? Let me check that. Creatures without flying can attack. Yeah. That seems reasonable. That's going to go on my wish list as well. And added $7. And I guess compared to actual Moat, that's pretty slick discount. So Teferi's Moat? That's a card? Oh, it is. When they play, choose a color. Creatures of the chosen color without flying can't attack you. Alright. That's going on the list. Oh, here, let me see if this works. Oh. I don't think it does. I think it just shows that one tab. I gotta change the settings. It's not what I meant to click. Well, now you can see my deck box. This is affordable. Silent Arbiter. I thought I had a copy of Silent Arbiter, but I don't know where it is. But I feel like, yeah, that absolutely needs to go into the deck. Maybe I just passed one in draft or something. All right. Yeah. This is perfect. Alright, so I'm at like 540 for the cube. Should actually be... This is off a little bit, or I somehow got off in my messing around with it. Is that... What's in... Oh, that's cube stuff. Alright. Is that... Fit? Maybe? That's a bad idea. Alright, you're just gonna go live somewhere. I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. Alright. Reorganize this. I did not go to FNM tonight. I am using all of my FNM tokens, all of my Magic tokens to play Magic on Sunday, which means I'm hanging out here for tonight. I'm doing this. And instead, which I enjoy. No, it's not a... I don't have a Fatal Push promo. This is the next deck I want to make, which is Marin. So, oh, it's not showing that. I don't know what am I actually showing? I got turned around here with things. I'm trying to both. Yes, FNL. Oh, yeah. Fatal Push is the promo. I should have gone. I mean, yeah, it's iffy that I would pull one down, but definitely don't pull it down if you don't try. So, yep. Okay, how can I'm trying to rearrange my windows a little bit so that I can do something. Oh, that is still showing. All right, I'm gonna do this. You are going down. Sweet. All right. Give me 1 second to reorganize, make a little space. I'll be right back. That sounds bananas. Disruptive Quorum sounds awesome. Super miserable. Goad is such like a interesting ability. I don't know, I feel like I never really value it in situations where I might actually use it. Like, I don't play enough multiplayer games where I would actually use it. I'm probably inaudible right now. Ugh. Back in business. Business of getting down. All right. So, where I left off with the cube last time was I had a number of subs that I wanted to make, but I didn't record them in Cube Tutor. So I was going to go ahead and do that so my Cube Tutor is up to date with all the latest subs that I wanted to put in there. So I believe It's just like a random token. But really, since it's a token, should be in a different sleeve, I think. Yeah. Oh, it is. I guess it is technically. All right. Come back to that. Not the super most important thing right now. Eventually, the blue creature that I had was the first attacks, but I guess I just like the idea of goading. Me too. Me too. You need to make a Goblin Diplomat almost does that, but except for it can attack you, which is probably what's going to happen. So they should. It'd be awesome if like that was like a Goblin ability. All right. So here's a sub that's happening. Stinging Shot for Hunt the Weak. So Hunt the Weak is coming out. Stinging Shot is going in. We've got Frontline Devastator going in for Needlepeak Spider. Mog Flunkies going in for Ember Beast. That's a nicely symmetric swap there, I feel like. Right? Kiln Fiend, which I finally got a copy of, and is going in for the Hinterland Hermit. I love double-faced cards, but it's just not cutting it. Like, it just costs too much for not enough payoff. So, and Kiln Fiend is like directly part of one of the archetypes I'm trying to get supported. So, and Thunder's Wrath going in for Spur Grappler. Honestly, like Spur Grappler was kind of just in there because I felt bad for the little guy. So, Thunder's Wrath is going to do that. And Wrangle going in for Traitorious Instinct. And did not make a lot of changes on the green front, huh? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and perform basic data entry live on cam. So I don't know how that could possibly be construed as entertaining in the slightest, but I guess that's what I'm going to do, because it's what I need to do to update my cube. But I guess I can do this so that at least it can be watched while I'm doing it? Is that of any entertainment value at all? I feel like this is not good content. And so I'm on the right, I'm on the right cube, list, edit list. Alright. Adding card, Stinging Shot. Oh, come on, man. Don't be tangled. Don't be a tangler. Stinging Shot. And removing Hunt the Weak. Come on. Gotta click on it? Alright. Changes to green. So I could definitely up the number of the Dino Fight card. I think I did. I'm trying to remember what it does. Is it like a one-sided fight or an actual fight? So this, going with the greens. $2G, but costs 2 less if you target a dino you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. And yes, yeah. Is that an uncommon? Yeah, so it's basically like Hunt the Weak, but potentially for less. But I thought it was an uncommon, right? Uncommon, yeah. So it's a no-go for the cube, but it looks really sweet and limited. I mean, I feel like the dinosaurs are super duper pushed for limited. All right. Oh my gosh, I have not updated this list in 7 months? I last updated this in February? Oh man. That's bananas. I put some good stuff in here, man. Prophetic Prism, Renegade Freighter, Counterspell. Those are good gets, man. I love my cube. Enrage seems really good. It seems really good. I always wanted Fungasaur to be a thing. Like, I love green. I love +1/+1 counters. So I am, like, totally on board with Enrage. Enrage is a returning mechanic, right? Like, was that in Cons, I want to say? Oh, I don't know Pyrohemia. I'm guessing it's like Pestilence, though. Just add Frightening Devastator. Triangle. Flunkies from... Oh, you guys are not even in your actual correct sleeves. I gotta fix this. You are the Modern Masters 3 premium? Yeah, that's Modern Masters 3, right? Kiln Fiend. Finally. I need this for the red-blue spells matter. And you're the Conspiracy 2 premium. And Thunderous Wrath. Oh my god, there's so many Thunder cards. Alright. Y'all's in. And out is... Yeah, I should make a little noise when I get a chat message. Although I guess that could get annoying too if you're like an actual popular chat. But, oops, we're not adding you, we are removing you. And Thunder Beast. Hinterland Hermit. Victorious Instinct is out. Yeah, I could definitely expand the cube to more people. If it came to that, I would just need to know in advance how many we're talking about. My supplies. Man, I'm so bummed that the quality on the KMC stuff slipped because that's like what I use for everything. And it's just noticeably not as good as it used to be. Like this was even before people were like complaining about it on Reddit and stuff. Like I had when I first set up the cube, I had an original round of supplies that I bought from Potomac Distribution, and it was great. And now the new ones, like it doesn't fit in as well. And I don't know if it's the penny sleeves that aren't as good, or the outer sleeves, but it's one of them. It's not cutting it. All right, so we're gonna go there. I think this. Am I doing this right? We're out. Let's do this in bulk. Something. This I don't think was a. I think this was sold to me as some play. I bought this off online, but it looks really good. I've never done that. I've never done that. I've always wanted to, but that just seems so cool. That would be like an awesome field trip to go out to Dulles and pick up stuff from them. I mean, it's fair. I probably shouldn't say on the internet where I live, but yeah, that's a reasonable distance away from me, so it's not impossible. Mod flunkies seems good. So I should have probably talked a little bit about why I'm making these subs. Part of it is just to freshen stuff up, or in a lot of cases it's like, I think the card that I'm putting out there is slightly better. So like Wrangle is replacing Trader's Instinct, and they both have very similar effects, but I think like this is just a little bit easier to cast for about the same power, so that's why I went in. Oh, that's awesome. KMC Super Blacks. Mine are not the Super Blacks. I don't even remember if the Super Blacks were out at that point. I got the KMC matte. Is that what these are? I should really know that. I guess I have to buy more. I guess it's in my, purchase history or whatever. But we'll wander on the warehouse. What's it like? I've never. Is it actually cool? Like the warehouse? Like, is it huge? I could see it being. I wouldn't be surprised if it was smaller than I imagined in my head. Yeah, obviously in company, because I'm sure, like, they don't want you, like, running out to your car with, like, $3,000 worth of product. Alright. Got some red cards. Kind of slowly press the air out of those. Alright. So we have one green card, a lot of red cards. Green is definitely, like, the baby on my cube, because if you look at this back, if you look at the actual list of the card pool that I have, if you view the list, it's we've got 196 green cards, which is by far the most. Although, I mean, white and black are catching up. Blue's always been the laggard here. I thought red was higher, so, but that's just the pool. That's not what's actually in it. I try to keep it color balanced for the actual content. Oh, interesting. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. Here, let me show you something I have. So this was back when, like, Magic was really hard to find in the 90s, and I bought it for a birthday present for a friend, and it came with, like, what was essentially like 2 starter decks, and it had like 2 starter decks worth of stuff here, and then like a little, like a rules insert, and some like a little bag with like counters in it and stuff, and I kept those, and I gave away either one or both of the instruction manuals as birthday presents. Here's some manuals, Mirage, Ice Age, and then these I guess were unlimited. Revised. I didn't start in unlimited. These must be revised. This was one of my early attempts at making altered cards. So I cut out a Psychic Venom, and I like posted it on other stuff. That was well within Blue's Color Pyrite. Enchant land, 2 damage. I don't know what else is in here. Yeah, here's the instruction booklet that came with it. Comics Cubicle, that was back where I used to buy Magic cards from. Oh, here's what was in it. Life counters. In your packet of life counters, you will find 10 counters of one color and 20 of another color. Yeah. Cool stuff. Box is falling apart a little bit. Garfield Games logo there. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Like, competitive Psychic Venom. I love it. What are these cards? Oh, these must be things people gave me. I bought? What are these doing? These need to be sleeved. I don't know what their status is. That's a... Ugh. Recover. Yeah, I can imagine losing to that is not what you would expect to have happen. That is, to put it lightly. And it's also like so much just like psychologically damaging because it's like it's just annoying and you're like, well, it's just life. Like they're not doing anything. Then you kind of just chip away. There's like a black enchantment too, right? That does essentially the same thing. I can't remember what the casting cost on it was. It's from like around Zendikar. My $34 Avacyn's Pilgrim. I don't even know where that came from. Alright, so you are cards that I don't even know if I've entered, or these were, I think, gifts from people, which is awesome. Very thoughtful. Alright, Construct's going to get a random yellow sleeve. Whoop. Alright. You go there. Alright, what else? Alright, what other subs am I making here? Oh yeah, I guess it makes the most sense to stack them on the same land, because then you only... Yeah. Alright, Thieving Sprites came out because there really just wasn't enough of a fairy theme going on for me to, like, make it work. Come on, focus! Yeah. So that just didn't make it out. So there's all the fairy stuff came out. So Lawless Broker came in just because it's an aggressive 3-drop, so the same casting cost, and there's like some sack effects. Some synergy with sack effects is always good. So that's what that sub is. Our Butcher I ever saw cast. It's a really good card. But so there's some like benefits when it dies cards. But Soul Stingers come with